Hey there, it is Phoenix and Morris. I was thinking, ironically enough, after all this election drama, right? It's actually such that families are halfway needing some therapy behind the fights they've had behind the politics. Interestingly enough, I don't think when I speak about the negative energy still floating around, people got what I was saying. But some of the drama with the recounts and all this, like not accepting defeat easily, is sending very bad how do I say it? It's sending a bad message to even some youth because it's just the whole aspect of it. We have this, it's going back to what I said with that Olympics thing. And I brought that girl up for a reason, that 400 runner. Everybody was like, oh, is she anti American? No. I'm saying, as a country, that dignity you should have if a runner from another country beats the runner fair and square. And I'm listening to this interview, and this American interviewer is like, so you would say you got lucky. I was like, oh my gosh, that is the most terrible thing a person could say after somebody busted their butt and won that 400. Now, that wasn't even about a grudge against, per se, Allison Felix, even though we met before and I clearly know she knows who I am. That wasn't even about a grudge against her. It was really like this young girl at the end of the day beat Allison Felix. It is what it is. So I'm that type that I guess battling for the underdog in some way is in my nature, especially when I see that underdog. Okay, she won that race. Get over it. That American attitude, I feel like that's why our society has kind of fallen backwards a bit because it is a sense of entitlement that then is spilled over into politics. And even when I talk about lesbian and gay rights, right? For the longest, I've been reading for gay and lesbian people without blinking, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna have to support their cause. And those people that I've read for before are usually pretty grounded to understand what I meant. I'm not lesbian. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to be out there with signs and all that pushing for that cause, right? Now, does that mean I'm anti? No, it clearly doesn't. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't read for you because you're gay and you're lesbian. And I have not been like that. Now, where I want to go with this, I had one client that I did have to block. And I'm bringing this up so people can apply it in their own lives. She kept on talking about the Catholic Church and this and that. She was feeling like she was lesbian, a older woman, mature woman, however you want to say it. But in my mind, I'm like, all this time you spend trying to convince the Catholic Church of all the policies they need to change around gay and lesbian. Do you know how many other religions are out there that you can switch to and be okay, or just have your own relationship with God? And really, what that makes me step back and look at people and say, if you feel like you have to go into the church to try to convince them to change something, okay, of that caliber, right? Do you have an issue with your own sexuality? Why are you seeking that validation from church when you should just be seeking the validation from God? That's the only thing that I was talking to her about. It's kind of like, it makes me feel like you're not okay with your own sexuality if you keep saying the church. Whereas at the end of the day, your relationship with God, if you have peace with God, then you shouldn't be worried about what the church is accepting or not accepting. Plenty of other faiths and religions out there that you can be involved with. So I just want to put that out there and let people know. And I can relate to gay and lesbian folks because of clearly I read tarot. Now, the difference though, there's history with tarot in the Catholic Church. And I just had this discussion with another reader, and it's cool because she's Christian as well. And she was like, yeah, some of my family, feels a little awkward, but she too kind of knows the history of tarot to where, again, God kind of puts a faith in certain people that have taken the time to go research and go, oh, I get it. And that's why I like to really kind of educate people as opposed to have these Bible battles with people over and over again where you're like, you don't get it. God instills a very strong confidence in some people, like, this is your path. And then when you start finding out, people kind of shove the history of some of this under the table. This is why I just have a piece about it. So now, anyway, moving right along. Next videos again for real, for real. Tarot, take care.